All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Quiptic crossword. Supposed to be a nice, easy one. Set this week by Picaroon. We've had him a few times, I think, recently, setting the Quiptic. Let's see what he has for us this week. Look round, touring Bishop's summer house. Well, whenever I see round, now it is often used to mean the same thing as a round, and you put one word around another, or you turn something backwards, turn it around. But I always wonder if it could be an O, because anything that is round, including the word round, can indicate an O. Bagel or donut, we've seen as well. So I was thinking of some word for look, then a round, and it's going to go around. A B for bishop, and a gazebo might be a summer house. All right. That's a good start. Postage, reforms. Okay, reforms might be telling us to anagram, and indeed terrifying police officers would be the Gestapo. Somewhere in Africa, extremists in Zambia rage. Well, the extremes are letters on the outside of Zambia are the Z and the A, and rage can be ire to give us Zaire. Now I'm going to have that song in my head, in Zaire. All right, alcoholic in resting place, looking embarrassed. Okay, so I think we're going to put a word for an alcoholic. Oh, it's probably just going to go inside of a bed. And it's going to mean looked, did I say looking? Looked embarrassed. Ah, yeah, so of course the obvious is blushed. And the alcoholic is a lush. All right, let's try. Friends perhaps arrive without energy after model. Ooh. After model makes this sound like it's going to be the definition. So then yeah, sorry, it's going to be wordplay. After model and Model T, it came to mind, but I don't think it's that. But then the definition would be Friends, perhaps. And of course, Friends was a sitcom, apparently very popular with Gen Z or Gen Z. Oh yeah, so I think if you model for an artist, you sit for them. To arrive is to come, but without the E, which I typed, it just becomes calm. All right. The setter's appearance, eating starter from picnic, hamper. All right, I think the definition will be hamper. The setter is Picaroon referring to himself, so maybe that's what that I is. Oh, and in fact, it's the setter is, I think could be, and then that would be I am. Whoops. I keep typing what I'm thinking. Um, I am. So to hamper, to impede, I suppose. Yeah, so appearance. No, I don't think it's impede, but I think it's going to be a three-letter. Yeah, your appearance might be the air, your general air. And all of that eats or takes within it the starting letter from picnic. All right, insect, Escoffier's covering in batter, perhaps. That's a good one. I presume it's going to be an. No, thought it might be an insect, but maybe it's batter, perhaps. Oh, which could be a cricketer, of course. Ah, yeah, so an insect is a cricket, And Escoffier, his covering are the outer letters E and R, and so a batter might be a cricketer. Mother and child vacated rickety building. Vacated usually means you're going to empty out some word. And then rickety could be an anagram indicator. So maybe it's ma plus and plus cd, and we anagram all of that. That would give us two D's. Of course, mother and I'm just wondering about Madonna, but I'm gonna have to come back to that. All right, I think this is the first time I've seen her come up in the Guardian. But is it Cami Badenoch is the new leader of the Conservative Party? Waits nervously to form opposition group. So a great clue. I mean, it just reads very naturally. But I'm thinking it's going to be Badenoch is 8 letters plus Waits is 5. That's 13. Nervously telling us to anagram it. And that's going to form opposition group. I'm not seeing any obvious words to go in there, so I'm going to wait until I get some of the crossers. All right, sparkling wine, like vermouth, knocked back. Well, I think that's going to be Asti Spumante, is that it? Like, I think, is as, and then vermouth is Italian, and for some reason it's abbreviated to IT, and that is knocked backwards. All right. Playing up, thespian is most distressed. I think most distressed is going to be the definition, and it's going to be an anagram of up thespian. And I presume it will end in IEST. Playing, we're going to anagram that. What are we left with? Another P and an A. Oh, and an H. Unhappiest, I suppose. I'm not sure that would be the most distressed, but I think that's the right anagram. Yeah, that looks close enough for me. All right, gather, nuts. Well, any word that can mean crazy, like nuts or bananas, can indicate an anagram. For Thomas's predecessor, oh, so an anagram of gather. Who is, why am I not seeing? It must be ETH at the end. Gareth. Oops, again, my typing. I'm not sure who Gareth. Oh, there was a Gareth Thomas, wasn't there? Was he a rugby player? Either a rugby player or a Welsh poet. Um, but I'm thinking predecessor might not be as in a king or a pope, but might be just simply the name that goes before. So let me pause and look up Gareth. Well, I have my pick of Gareth Thomas's. Sure enough, a rugby player born in 1974, and now there's another rugby player born in 1993. There was an actor, uh, an English politician, and a Welsh politician. So an awful lot of Gareth Thomases. All right. I've no idea which one they meant here anyway. Commotion, about Queen and her partner carousing. Ah, is the definition carousing or is that an anagram indicator? Queen, who's the queen going to be? Oh, it could be Victoria. No, it's usually Elizabeth Regina, ER. Commotion. No, don't see it. Northern Irish region, ignoring unknown, channel for program. Ooh, so yeah, I think it might be a channel for program. The probably my favorite channel for program. Yes, of all time would be Countdown. I'm sure many of you love Countdown as well. What's not to like? And so the Northern Irish region is County Down. Y is one of the mathematical unknowns, X, Y, and Z. So ignoring that, we get Countdown. All right. So now we do have an H and a shadow. Yeah, I think shadow cabinet. Yeah, there we go. Would be an opposition group. Oh, that's very clever. I wonder, was Picaroon the first one to notice you could get shadow cabinet with Badenoch and Waits? I think I'm saying her name correctly. Anyway, now our commotion. Oh, carousing, I think might be drinking. But what's the commotion about Queen? Queen might simply be R. I don't know what her partner would be. And then what's the commotion on the outside? Ding? I don't think ding is a commotion. Wing ding, maybe. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Lost my keyboard again. Sojourn, for example, absorbing time. Well, that's clever. For example might be say, and if you put T for time inside that, you get stay, which would be a sojourn. Man on board privateer, also with Navy primarily. That's like one of the everyman clues. Primarily privateer, also with Navy, would spell pawn, which is a piece on a chessboard. Two pubs with regularly filthy and inhumane behavior, like that one too. I think it's yeah, so inhumane behavior might be is it going to be barbarism? But so the two pubs are our bars, and then regularly filthy would be ity. There we go, barbarity. There we go, I like that. A German tennis player in good shape initially ignores the writing on the wall. Well, I'm thinking the writing on the wall is the definition because of that final I, and is it one? I think it's one F and two T's. We will find out. Let's try rising cost of accommodation, blame associate. I'm thinking associate would be a partner, because I'm just saying we have rent backwards. Yeah, so the cost of accommodation is your rent. Blame might be rap. Someone got the rap. Is that what you say? I don't know. Anyway, that's all rising to give the partner. Oh, I skipped over the latest update. Oh, I'm thinking that's going to be a news flash. Welsh fans going wild. Yeah, just an anagram of Welsh fans. A couple of Welsh clues, I think, today. I don't know, it's not St. David's Day. All right, second tier celebrities, bit of damaged skin. Well, I think we've seen similar clues before, something to do with a B-lister, which might also be a blister. All right. Widely proclaim president, heartless egoist. Well, the word egoist without its heart, I presume we're just going to be left with the E and T. Oh, yeah, the president, God help us, will be Donald Trump, and then our ET. Yes, so good surface on that one. Let's go back to the crosses. Greek who flew. Yeah, so if you stop reading there and you look at the letters, it must be Icarus. From India is the NATO alphabet word for I, and American is US, and that takes in a vehicle or a car. Hire, soldiers before tense battle. Yeah, I'm wondering if tense battle might indicate we finish with an anagram of tense just because we have the E and the T. And then we're going to have something for soldiers before that, and then the whole thing would mean higher. Or alternatively, oh, tense can also be abbreviated to T. I think it's going to be a battle. Just 10 letters seems more likely to be a battle. What battle is this? So now we're going to start with a word for higher. And then soldiers. Oh, soldiers, of course, can be men. So higher than and oh, a battle. Engage. If you hire somebody, you engage them, and an engagement. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be an actual battle like Waterloo or Gettysburg. All right, some current American representatives. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what that's going to be. I was thinking of reps, but no, we have the word representatives there. Surely not that. And it's not a hidden clue because the P is in the not a useful place for that. Current can be I. Yeah, I'm not getting that little 4-letter word. Let's see. Are the stews warm again? I think warm again would be reheat. I was thinking of rehash first, but I think reheat. Yeah, so sorry, it's an anagram of are the. I don't know why I didn't spot that sooner, but stews, that is anagrammed. All right. Cue for performer in concert with piano, Beethoven's Fourth. Well, we've seen a clue before where it referenced Beethoven's ninth or whatever, and it was the ninth letter. So here the fourth letter is a T, which I think is going to be that T. Now, piano can be P in music. Performer in concert with, yeah, oh, of course, a cue for a performer, an actor might be a prompt, but the concert is the prom. All right. that gives us an, well, let's go look at this one first, ending in an A. Yeah, it's going to be one of those Italian um, art galleries. Where to see picture frames of. Oh, so yeah, I think I did get graffiti wrong. I think it must be F-I and a single T, because I'm thinking the frames of these. Oh, it's not an art gallery, it's the cinema. There we go. So it's the outer letters of those three artists. All right. The French invested in weapon, creating panic. Well, the French can be le, la, or les. I think here's la. Going inside a weapon is an arm, and that creates alarm. All right. So, oh, some current, of course, would be amps, which is A for American, plus representatives in Britain would be MPs. All right. So, yeah, what is this? Is it mother or is it building? I think it must be building. What building is? I'm going to pause and think about what vowel is going to come. Oh, it could be a Y, of course, but mystery would fit, but it doesn't mean any of that. Yeah, so, well, I mean, I got it by just realizing, of course, the Y means we must end with the vacated rickety, and then ma, and then I was still wondering about the child, of course, could be a son. Masonry. Is masonry a synonym of building, or it's part of a building, but anyway. All right, this must be drinking. I'm just not seeing it. Commotion about Queen. Oh, her partner, of course, is the king. Ah, the commotion is a din. Yes, so I think it's the commotion din goes about the queen, and then you add the king. All right. I think I've followed everything. I'd like to know maybe a little more about Gareth Thomas. Oh, we do have to check all, so let's try that. Yeah, so other than my terrible spelling of graffiti, I think that one went fairly easily. All right, let's see what they're saying over on 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Pierre. I think we see him now weekly doing the Quiptic. Let's see. I'll be there for you. Yeah, so IT is clued as vermouth from the drink gin and IT for it, or gin and it. I don't know. Do you say it or do you say IT? All right. I think this is referring to Gareth Thomas, the Welsh rugby players. Oh, yeah, since there are two of them. And sure enough, R in Din, followed by King. County Down. Yeah, I think this was all fairly straightforward the way a weekly Quiptic should be. Brilliant clue and great spot for the anagram. Yeah, that it was wonderful. Unhappiest is anagram of that. Oh, I didn't notice that. And postage and Gestapo. I don't know who. Oh, so Michelle is one of the newer solvers. Um, Several men named Gareth. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Michelle there. So, but I think I had heard of the older rugby player. One of the best cryptics in recent times. Yeah, I think it might be. Uh, Re-11 across England football manager Thomas. Oh, Tuchel's predecessor was Gareth Southgate, so that might be another explanation. Ah, Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad I came over to read that. Anyway, yeah, I think that was a wonderful cryptic from Picaroon. Anyway, thank you as always for watching and have a great day and a great week ahead.